I focus on what you can give me. I focus on what I can extract from you. I focus on how functional you are. I focus on the quality of what you endow me with. I focus on my ability to manipulate you, how easy it is, does it require many resources, too many resources, etc., etc. It's all very transactional. And notice that I didn't say spouse, I didn't say intimate partner, I didn't use any of these terms. I said all other people. Because to psychopaths and narcissists, there is no difference whatsoever between a so-called intimate partner, a colleague, a neighbor, a member of a club, a member of the parish, etc., etc. So narcissists and psychopaths, all people are created equal. We are great democrats. We are equal opportunity abusers. Sometimes we have special drives, affirmative action drives, where we select a small group and abuse it more intensely, for which, of course, they should be grateful, having been chosen. But usually we treat all people equally. I think this is the first thing that unsettles all of you, that you're not special. You're not special. None of you is, has been, or will ever be special to the psychopathic narcissist. You are what you can give. You don't give, you don't are. Excuse my French. The abuse that I mete out to my intimate partners, whether I'm married to them or not married to them, the abuse that I mete out is therefore not sadistic, not evil. It is absolutely functional, transactional. It is goal-oriented. It is also absent-minded, off-handed, incidental, reflexive. I breathe, I abuse, I write articles, not necessarily in this order. I also try to write abusive articles, if I can, combining the two. Hey, Richard. Right. I think you find it extremely difficult to accept your lack of uniqueness. The fact that I reduce all of you to indistinguishable units. I think you find it very difficult to accept that you are interchangeable. What drives you crazy is that the psychopathic narcissist, after 25 years of marriage, discards you and within less than 25 days has someone else. Why and how? Because you're interchangeable. There's absolutely no difference between version 1 and version 2 and version 3. You're all units off the shelf, out of the box. You are not even customized. We don't even bother to customize you. We bother to learn your user manual. Each one of you has a specific user manual, and we leverage this information to some extent. If you become too tiresome, too tedious, if you demand too much, we dump you. Before we dump you, to explain to ourselves why we are dumping you and why we made this horrible choice, why we made this horrible choice, not you, why we have chosen such a dysfunctional unit, to explain to ourselves, to preserve our grandiosity, we devalue you. We devalue you not because we want to hurt you, not because to hurt you, in order for me to want to hurt you, I need to care about you. I don't care about you. Why would I want to hurt you? Who are you? I care about myself, and to preserve my grandiosity, I need to explain to myself why I made the wrong choice, why I did not select a fully functioning, forever functioning unit. And to do that, I need to devalue the unit. So I do it with electronic devices, with intimate partners, with the postman, I devalue people, service providers. You're all service providers, yes? I devalue service providers when the service is not up to scratch. You find it extremely difficult to believe and to accept. And what you do, because of this pain, I call it the pain of interchangeability. because of this pain of interchangeability, what you do, you immediately rush into all forms of comfort and solace. You suddenly discover friends that you haven't seen for decades. You rush into new relationships, trying to resuscitate and revive your utterly wounded, bleeding and dying sense of self-worth and self-esteem. You rush, and I call it the rebound rush. You rush into decisions, and all these decisions have one aim in mind, one purpose. As I said, to resuscitate your mortally wounded sense of self-esteem and self-confidence. Why is your self-esteem and self-confidence so wounded? What gives me this power? Well, because we are all narcissists, to some extent. Our sense of self-worth is regulated primarily via healthy narcissism. And so what the narcissists and psychopaths do, they challenge your healthy narcissism. They undermine your capacity to feel bounded, to feel as though you have a contour. Because what is a boundary? We keep talking about boundaries, you know. Set boundaries. What is a boundary? A boundary is your shape, like a platonic ideal shape. It's your shape. It's your contour. We take you and we make you amorphous. We make you shapeless. We make you putty. We dissolve you in acid, like certain Saudis. What we do is we render you atomized, like the famous painting by Salvador Dali, if you've seen. We pulverize you. And so to regain this sense of integrity, to regain the contours and the shapes, you rush and you try to find other people who will tell you, yes, you do exist. Yes, you have a contour. Yes, you have a shape. Yes, you have boundaries. Yes, you are real. Yes, you are real. Narcissists and psychopaths challenge your sense of reality. You no longer feel that you exist at all. You exist through me. You want to exist? I am your source of affirmation. I am your source of information. And I am your source of confirmation. You want to exist. You want to feel that you're alive. I am the giver of life, apropos my first book. And so you can never, of course, divorce a narcissist or a psychopath. It's an illusion. You can walk away. Absolutely, you can walk away. You can put a distance. You can even place boundaries. You can choose not to return phone calls or text messages. It's like the famous saying, you can leave the small town you were born in, but the small town you were born in will never leave you. You can leave the narcissists and psychopaths. The narcissists and psychopaths will never leave you. We have invaded your mind. We are like body snatchers or mind snatchers. And we have infected it. And your mind is infected with us. This is a truth you have to accept.